I have a daughter, and her name is Star. Star has a mother, her name is Blair. Blair was my wife. I had another wife. Her name was Dan. Oh. I raped a woman. Her name is Marty.
You spilled it all till you shrank. It's over, Marty. You're done. The tape. I didn't even hear you come in.
Yeah, that's because somebody was too busy ignoring doctor's orders.
No. I'm just polishing a little article for the Sun.
It's called work, Kelly, and it's supposed to be off limits.
Yes, I'm trying to write an article about Marty's attack on me. It's actually kind of therapeutic.
Well, whatever it is, it seems to be working. Okay, you seem a lot stronger than the last time I saw you.
Yes. When you admitted that I was right about Aubrey all along.
We need to get a few things straight.
Are you following us?
You and your so-called husband can't change my son's address without telling me first.
Ford, relax.
I went looking for you at Asa Buchanan's mansion, and Cutter Wentworth was there, and he couldn't wait to tell me that you two don't live there anymore. Now, what the hell's going on?
We moved to Landfair to be closer to Joey's mother.
That's a lie. Just like all the other lies you've been telling ever since you showed up here. But I promise you, Aubrey, when the truth finally does come out, Ryder's gonna end up with me, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Mr. Manning? Mr. Manning? Mrs. Manning? Mr. Delgado? Where are you people?
What happened? He asked me to take care of Marty Sabrick, so that's what I did.
Monsieur Kamar? Well, I'm surprised to see you out and about.
I beg your pardon?
Well, Tomas was so worried about you last night when you got the call. You made it sound like you were at death's door.
Ah, yes. As it turned out, what seemed serious at first was nothing to worry about.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Thanks to Tomas. He made sure I was seen by an excellent doctor and then saw me back to my hotel. There was no better friend in a crisis, yes?
What did you do? Well, if you thought I was going to kill Marty Sabrick for you, forget it. All I did was make sure she didn't go anywhere.
I don't suppose you got her to tell you whether she stashed the disc, did you?
No, she's keeping that information to herself.
You know, Tomas, if you hadn't made the damn disc in the first place, she wouldn't be holding it over our heads this way, threatening to go to the authorities and blow our lives apart.
Why don't we concentrate on a more immediate problem? That baby in there needs to be with his mother.
You look so much like your daddy. Pretty soon John will know he is your daddy. Well, not yet, though. He's probably still upset about Natalie. When the time is right, John will find out he has a son after all, and he will be so happy. Probably wonder who changed the DNA test, but he'll never find out it was me. No one will. Unless they find that tape.
Yeah, I just chased down another false lead on Marty. Yeah. All I know is the longer she's missing, the more desperate she gets.
I have a daughter, her name is Star. Star has a mother, her name is Blair.
It's time.
Blair was my
If he ever had the information, it's gone. There's no reason to keep him alive anymore. Take him downstairs and get rid of him.
Hey, our name is Todd.
raped a woman. Her name was Marty.
This must be your punishment then. Let's go.
Come on, come on. I didn't mean to take Thomas away from you last night.
Really? You sure? Weren't you the one that warned me not to get mixed up with him?
Well, that's because I was afraid you were only, how do you say, leading him on to find out if he tried to kill your ex-husband. But things have changed since then.
Well, I shouldn't have been so quick to believe Todd when he said he saw Tomas at the crime scene. I feel badly about that.
Thomas seems to have forgiven you. As for me, I'm glad he's found someone who makes him so happy. Friends?
Friends. So, as a friend, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why is there a CIA file on Tomas?
Tess told me everything. How Cutter's not really your brother, and how he's just part of your grand scheme to take the Buchanans for all they're worth. Which makes your marriage to Joey about as phony as everything else about you. So unless you want Joey to find out, you better convince him to give me my son back. What? You think this is funny? We'll see who's laughing when you get kicked out of his house.
I'm sorry. Are you threatening me?
These are not threats, Aubrey. I'll go to Joey right now and I will tell him every single thing that I know.
knows. He knows everything. And he doesn't care.
I told Aubrey that I knew, there you go, that Cutter wasn't her brother, and that she was after my money from the start.
What? Now that must have been intense. How did she take it?
She told me that she was about to tell me herself. Yeah, no, I know. She was this close to telling me. But gosh darn it, I beat her to the punch.
You know, I seriously have to hand it to her. She will try anything.
Yeah, no kidding. You know, she actually wanted to start over. It's a clean slate. Like we could have a real marriage now.
What'd you say?
I told her it was impossible because I had a different idea.
Like what?
Like begging you for another chance.
Yeah, I'm heading back to the station now.
I'm sorry things didn't work out at Todd's. I really thought he might be hiding Marty.
You talked to Natalie?
I'm at the hospital now. I'll let her know how everything stands. I just wish I had better news.
Yeah, me too.
Johnny, please tell me that you found my grandkid, please.
Yeah, we're working on it, Roxy.
Poor Natty. She didn't get a wink of sleep last night. She must be going out of her mind.
I know.
Yeah, but you're probably going out of your mind also because I know how much you care about her, and that never stopped. And she's totally nuts about you, and she always has been. You know, so what if the last thing that she remembers before that sicko threw her off the roof is kissing Brody? You know, that doesn't change. Anything.
Is there any news?
Trail always gets colder at night, you know that. We'll have better luck now that it's daylight.
Rudy, don't. I know that you're just trying to keep me from panicking, but this has gotta be hard on you too.
I'm okay. We're gonna find him.
At least Delphina says that he's alive. Even if you don't believe in psychics.
Doesn't mean she's wrong about Liam.
You know, I just keep thinking about what else Delphina said, that Marty and I were fighting up on the roof.
Yeah, and when it doesn't take a psychic to figure out that there was probably a fight before she pushed you.
But I gotta remember what we were fighting about. You know, I keep getting these bits and pieces, like in the dream that I just had.
You had a dream about Marty?
Yeah, it was like a memory. You know, we were up on the roof, and we were fighting, and I had this tape recorder with Marty's therapy session in it, the one I took from the shrink's office. And then when she saw me with it, she freaked. Do you think that really happened?
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe that's what we were fighting about. And if it was, then there's something really important on that tape.
Can't wait to see John's face when he finds out you're his. He's gonna forget about everything that happened. He won't even care about Natalie or Kelly. And we'll be a family. We'll raise you together. The three of us will be a family. Happily ever after.
We have to come up with a solution to keep that baby safe.
Keep ourselves safe. Otherwise, we're no use to the baby.
It's not just any baby in there. It belongs to your niece. It's part of your family.
I don't have time to babysit right now. You know, he's not the only thing at stake.
Yeah. I'm aware of that.
Information on that disc gets out, our lives, if we know it, is over. And I like my life. I have people I care about. If you don't, it's your problem.
Father, him Star. Star has a mother. Her name is Blair. Blair was my wife. I have another wife. Hey, well, no. I remember.
You remember what?
I remember. What you want?
What?
I know who I gave it to.
Who? Who'd you give it to?
And we could make it work this time, Cal. We really could. You know, if you're willing to give me a shot.
I don't know.
Well, you don't know if you're willing, or you don't know whether or not to take me seriously.
No, I take you very seriously. Last time you were here, your apology, that was huge to me.
Okay, and I meant every word.
Good, because I hated being the enemy. When you thought I didn't want to see you happy, I
can't believe I said those things to you. Okay, I am so sorry.
I believe that, and knowing that you were sorry, that just made me feel like I could breathe again. But I think I'm still figuring out how.
Okay, and if you need any time at all, anytime, look at me, that's okay. Because I know I'm asking you a lot.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about what would happen when you threw Aubrey out. You did throw her out.
Kelly, I wanted to. Okay, I told her it was over and I wanted nothing to do with her. But then she brought up the whole thing about custody.
Wait, with Jessica's son?
Yeah. Look, if Aubrey and I don't stay married, then we lose custody of Ryder. And then what happens to him? What, does he just go and get chewed up by the system? Bounced around in foster care? Look, I'm not going to let that happen to him. Or to Jess.
So you and Aubrey are staying married?
For now. But Kelly, you need to know. This is a marriage in name only.
So, Joey finds out that his wife married him just to get her hands on his money. That she's been cheating on him with a guy who's supposed to be her brother, and he doesn't care?
Ford, I fell in love with Joey. It wasn't part of the plan, but it happened. That's why he forgives me.
Well, then he's a lot dumber than I thought.
I'm not the same person I used to be. Joey knows that.
Whatever. Doesn't change the fact that your marriage is still a fraud. And I can't wait to see how the judge rules when he finds that out.
There's a CIA file on Thomas? Our Thomas?
I figured you would know that, considering how long you guys have been friends.
I've never heard about such a file. What has Thomas said?
You just told me to trust him.
Good advice.
My order's ready. See you around.
I don't want the situation to get any more control than it already has.
Well, then you better come up with a way to get out of it. The cops have already been here looking for her. If they show up with a warrant and she's still here, I think we're in trouble.
What is it?
We have a situation.
We can't talk right now. I'll call you back later. I need time to consider the options. So, why don't you deal with it for a while?
Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Yeah, hi, I'm gonna need some more supplies for Liam soon.
Yeah, Marty, I think the baby's gonna need more than bottles and diapers.
Well,
this is no place to raise a baby.
okay, well, if you wanna move us to the main house.
No, that's not what I meant. Marty, can't go on like this. It's a baby. Baby needs a mother.
I'm a good mother. You were gonna raise a baby with me once.
Is that right? That was a mistake. Yeah, I should have never kept Hope from Star. And you shouldn't keep this one from its mother either.
Yeah, but there's a difference. Star was alive. Natalie is dead.
I had the tape at the house, and I was about to listen to it when you showed up, and we got distracted. And that's where my memory ends. I mean, so for all I know, I actually did listen to the tape, and there's got to be something really important on there.
We didn't find anything, Natalie. No tape, no recorder.
Well, then what did that dream mean?
Maybe it was just a dream.
No, the more I think about it, the more I know that I listened to that tape, and there was something on there that Marty didn't want me to hear.
Like what?
I don't know, like maybe she was planning on kidnapping Liam all along, you know? Maybe there's a clue on there that says where she took him. I don't know, maybe there's something else.
You know, forget about that anything thing that I said. You know, that was totally irreverent.
I think you mean irrelevant.
Yeah, whatever. Brody and Natalie kissing, you know, that was something that Madame Delphina came up with, and she's like a two-bit psychic. I mean, what the hell does she know? But I did go to her so she could find out, you know, where Liam might be, and she was doing real good on that, and then all of a sudden she got, like, sidetracked.
With Brody and Natalie, yeah.
Look, Brody might be Liam's daddy, but you're the one that Natalie loves. So don't even think about,
look, you know what,
the
Roxy, I
anything.
gotta go. I gotta get back to work.
Okay. Roxy. So stupid, Roxy. It's gonna be a miracle if Johnny and Natty ever get back together again. Whoa. Heads. Wow, this must be my lucky day.
Was it John McBain? Did you give it to him? Was it John McBain? Tell me.
So you think if the judge questions my marriage to Joey, he will just handwrite her over to you?
Why not?
He already decided you were an unfit parent.
That was when I was married to Tess. That's no longer the case.
Right, so you guys had your little marriage of convenience, then ditched each other the second you could. What does that say about your character?
You're lecturing me about character? This coming from the woman with dollar signs in her eyes?
I would love Joey if he didn't have a dime. But luckily, he has the means to take good care of Ryder, which is more than most people could say for you.
I could provide for my son. Don't you worry about that.
Your son is happy and healthy. If you take this to court, he could end up in foster care. Is that what you want?
Either way, he's without his father. And now that Tess is out of the picture, I'm thinking the judge might have second thoughts, so I'm gonna take my chances.
No, wait!
Let go.
You can't talk to the judge. If we lose Ryder, I lose Joey.
Look, we may be staying at Landfair, but it's not a marriage if you sleep in different rooms.
Wait a minute, did you just say Landfair?
Yeah, we moved.
Why?
Long story. Cutter made a deal with my dad. Okay, in return for getting Jessica to St. Anne's for treatment, Cutter got a boatload of money and Ace's mansion.
What?
Yeah, nice guy, huh?
Wait, how does he get away with that?
I know, and I will think of some creative way to get him back later, but for now, Jessica's getting the treatment that she needs so she can get better and return to us.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, thank God, yeah.
And when she's fully integrated, and she can have Ryder back, then my marriage is over. Okay, and I'm Kelly, I'm free. And I can be yours. All right, if you'll have me.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's going on?
Big man, I've had better mornings.
No answers on the kidnapping?
No, nothing yet. You still working for Manning?
I'm doing my best. Since he cleared Tomas Delgado of all charges, he figures the shoe's still out there, so he keeps me on the payroll.
Let me ask you something. You ever see anything around the house or around the grounds that might indicate that Marty Saybrook's been there?
With the baby, you mean?
I know it's a stretch, but anything's possible. Do me a favor. Keep your eyes open for me.
I'd like to, but Mr. Manning's got me combing the streets instead of watching the place I should be protecting.
Sorry I couldn't talk before. What's wrong?
I just ran into Blair. She seemed to think you spent the night nursing me back to health.
I'm sorry about that.
I played along. Told her I was feeling better, but why's a lie, my friend?
I told you before I had to use leverage with Todd to make him change his statement about seeing me at the crime scene. I put some information on disk. Unfortunately, it's fallen into the wrong hands.
I warned you, Thomas. Some secrets can't stay buried.
Blair was asking.
Tomas?
Hey, Blair. I was just trying to call you.
You were. You left the keys.
Thanks. Yeah, I wanted to apologize for having to rush off last night. Turns out Kalmar wasn't as sick as I thought.
Well, I figured when I saw him scarfing down his breakfast over at the Buenos Dias.
Yeah. He's a bit of a hypochondriac. I guess I should have remembered that before I let him tear me away from you.
Well, actually, I'm kind of glad he did. It kept me from making a very big mistake.
Brody, if I If I did have that tape up on the roof and the roof was searched and it wasn't there, then that means Marty's got it.
You don't know that.
What happened when you questioned Todd? You said that maybe he had information about Marty.
Did what I could to get some answers. I searched the house. There was no sign of Marty. John went over. He didn't get anything. What are you doing?
No, Todd's gonna get the answers.
No. Natalie, no. You're not going over there.
Brody, if Todd has answers about my son, our son, I am not gonna spend another minute in this bed lying here. I am gonna go get answers right now.
The hell you are.
A little beat up, but let's see if it works. Let's see what kind of music's on it. Hey, Brody, what's up?
I need your help.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? All I'm saying is since Natalie's dead, we might
She's not dead. She's alive.
Didn't you hear about the accident?
Do you mean when you shoved her off the roof? Yeah, Marty, I don't know how she survived it. She was very banged up, but they got her to a hospital and she's gonna be okay.
No! No! She can't be okay. She can't be alive because that's gonna ruin everything.
You don't want what's best for Ryder. You want what's best for you. What's best for Aubrey.
That is not true.
You think I'm going to sacrifice my son so that you can keep the husband that you cheated on? In your dreams. My lawyer's going to petition the judge today.
Wait. Think there's a way we can make everyone happy.
I mean, I have been such a fool, Kelly. All right, refusing to see what was right in front of me. And I'm not talking about what Aubrey was. Okay, I'm talking about who you are. Same gorgeous, brilliant, funny, sexy woman that I fell in love with all those years ago. And you were right there. So brave to give me your heart. And instead of getting down on my knees and thanking you, I pushed you away.
Joy, you don't need
Kelly,
to do
no,
this.
yes, I do. I need you to know why. All right, I was scared of getting another shot. Scared of blowing it again. You know, but I didn't know what real fear was. Real fear was standing in that ER and watching the life drain out of you and not being able to do a damn thing about it. And that's when I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you.
How long I waited to hear you say that. That's all I thought about. It's all I dreamed about. It's just
Kelly, is this about John?
You think maybe Manning's keeping you away from the house on purpose?
Sure feels that way. He obviously doesn't see Delgado as a threat anymore.
What about you? What do you think?
I think Delgado dropped a syringe inside Mr. Manning's room and we never found out why. And all that martial arts training, that ain't just some hobby. That guy's trouble.
So why is Manning letting him live with him?
John, the hell if I know. One day you're accusing a guy of shooting you, and then a couple of days later you're telling him to make himself at home? That's weird.
That is weird. You told me last night that you trusted me. I'm sorry you think that was a mistake.
No, I do trust you, Tomas. Enough to hope that you will understand that I just really need to slow all this down. Look, I told you about my relationships with men. I have a tendency to jump in, and before I even open my eyes, well, the damage has been done, and I don't want us to be like that. I want us to be different. I want us to really work.
So do I.
Good. Well, then let's get to know each other better, okay? Better than we do now. I mean, it's one thing for me to trust you, but you have to trust me, and that takes time.
All right.
Okay?
We'll slow it down. That doesn't mean I'm not mad as hell about picking up that phone last night. Letting it take me away from you.
Part of me didn't like that either. And that is the part that gets me in trouble every time. That's what I'm talking about. So let's just change the subject, okay? Let's see what's going on in the world. Look at this. What a reality check here. Poor Natalie. I always knew Marty was trouble, but I never thought she would do something like this.
What kind of woman steals a baby?
An needy, self-centered bitch. Look, I'm sure you know all about Todd's hate-hate relationship with Marty. Actually, Marty and I have pretty much the same relationship, except there was a time when my daughter had a baby with her son, Cole Thornhart, but even then it was...
Did you say Thornhart?
Yeah, why?
No, because if Natalie's alive, she would have told John what I did with Liam.
Oh, she doesn't have to, Marty. The whole world knows that you kidnapped Liam. Not that she could tell him anything, even if she wanted to.
What do you mean? Why not?
Well, the accident left her with some issues. She can't remember anything from that night.
I'll be back later.
Okay. Now, don't be mad at the dude.
I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated. My son's missing and I can't do anything to help find him.
I got one little item that might cheer you up. I ran into Johnny, and I think he got bit by the green-eyed monster after I told him that you were kissing Brody.
You told him what?
Nothing. Nothing. Hey, how about a little something? How about a little music to cheer you up?
Let me talk to Joey. I will convince him that you deserve some time alone with Ryder. Regular visitation.
Seriously?
Yeah, as long as Joey and I are married, you can see Ryder whenever you want to.
Okay. Why don't we start right now? I'm back before dinner.
Well, no, I can't start right now. I have to talk to Joey first.
And he'll listen for what, 30 seconds? And then he's gonna say no. You know what? Hi, yes. I'd like to speak with Morgan Guthrie, please. Morgan, it's Robert Ford. Listen, I need you to call Judge Massicott and see if you can...
Okay. You can take Ryder.
Sorry, actually, hold off on that. I'll call you back. Right. All right, what are you gonna tell Joey then?
I will think of something. Just have him back by 5, please.
Okay.
Not a minute later.
I promise. Hey, buddy. Are you ready for some father-son bonding time? He remembers me. I can see it.
Just don't be late, okay? 5 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 5 o'clock. Promise. Come on, let's go.
What am I gonna tell Joey?
Joey, I don't want to be your rebound girl.
It's not who you are.
Yes, and I want to believe that, but this, I don't know, it's just this turnaround. It's so quick, and there's so much at stake. I can't just jump in, head first, pow.
I know. I'm so sorry I hurt you.
Enough with the apologies. You know how I feel about the apologies,
You're
okay?
right. I'm gonna stop saying sorry and start proving it to you. That's what I'm gonna do, Kelly. Okay, no matter how long it takes. I'm gonna make sure that you believe in me again. And I'm not giving up until we're back together.
I just assumed Marty's son would have the same last name, Saybrook, so when you said Thornhart, found it surprising.
Cole's father was Patrick Thornhart.
Was?
Yeah, he was mixed up in some Irish terrorist group. Was killed. Marty was on the phone with him when it happened.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. I don't think she ever really got over it. I mean, she's never really been the same.
You know what, Blair? Forgive me. I'm so sorry to be rude. Kalmar arranged a meeting with a representative about my artwork. I need to get ready.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I don't want to see you later.
Oh, great.
Just dinner. Nothing dangerous.
Well, let me check my... I left my planner at the diner. You know what? Let me go pick it up or check it, and then I'll call you and let you know, okay?
Pick it up. That's not in the category of moving too fast, is it?
No. Neither is that. See you later.
See you.
Thomas?
Patrick Thornhart, remember the name?
It's the Irish group. Men of 21.
Exactly. Something's come up and it involves him. So we need to call in a favor.
What are you trying to do, Todd?
What do you mean?
Oh, you tell me that Natalie's alive, you see that I'm upset, so you tell me that she doesn't remember anything? Are you trying to lull me into some sense of false security?
No, I'm just telling you the truth.
No, the truth is that Natalie's dead. No one survives a fall like that.
She did.
Okay, then prove it.
What, do I work for you now?
Have you forgotten that I am in the possession of a certain disc?
Okay, I'll go up to the house and get a copy of The Sun. It's an article about it. You know what? I'm gonna take this
The baby stays with me.
Rox, you know, I'm not in the mood for music, but you know what I really want?
What?
Anything but soup or green gelatin. Could you please go to the cafeteria and get me some real food?
I would, but I don't want to leave you here alone.
No, you can just make it quick. Like, grab me a turkey sandwich, ham and cheese. I don't care. Please.
Yeah, well, I don't think Brody would like that.
Brody is just being overprotective. Come on, I mean, where am I gonna go? I'm in this crazy nightgown.
Okay. Real food coming up.
Thank you.
Yeah, needs our help. You okay? Need a hand? Oliver, you're supposed to be watching Ryder. Where is he?
This might be the best day of my life, you know that? We're finally together. Now your daddy just has to figure out a way we can be like this all the time. Now we'll make it happen. It's a promise.
There it is. Hey, John, I knew that I left this when I was over at Todd's a while ago. I'm glad somebody didn't walk off with it.
You were with Todd?
Tomas, he's back staying over at Todd and Taya's.
No hard feelings, huh?
I think Todd realizes he was wrong about Tomas, just like you. Actually, Tomas is a very good guy.
Sure. Well, you know this how?
You need an example? You know what? I will give you one.
Okay.
Yeah, just over there, we were looking at the paper, reading about Natalie's baby, and he felt really badly about her. Asked a lot of questions. Doesn't even know her.
About what?
Marty and Patrick.
He was asking about Patrick Thornhart.
Yeah, his name kind of came up when we were talking about Marty.
Thanks for making this happen so quickly.
Believe me, it wasn't easy. I'm concerned, Thomas. I don't like what you've gotten yourself into.
Don't worry. This will take care of everything. Who the hell are you? What are you doing here?
I was just leaving.
He's an art dealer. I do business with him. I don't care. Listen, Marty is absolutely losing it. We have to get her out of here now. Yeah, well, I've been thinking about that. I've come up with a plan. Would you like to tell me, or do you want me to guess? We're going to reunite her with a loved one. Who? Her husband. You mean, Thornhart? Patrick Thornhart. I thought you said you weren't going to kill her. I'm not. Then how do we reunite her with her dead husband? He's not dead. Thornhart is alive.
Roxy, I asked you to wait with Natalie.
Yeah, I know, but my kid was starving to death, so I got her some real food. Real healthy, too. Hey, would you want some? Where'd she go?
What are you doing, Natalie?
Todd just wants to scare me. That's why he told me that Natalie's alive. But she's dead. That's the truth. And if it's not, I'll have to make it the truth.
Agent Jones.
Yes, sir.
I need assistance with one of our guests.
Which one?
Cell number 3. It's your lucky day. You're getting out of here.